We have lots of things to do today, and don't forget, when we're eating BBB, it's also gonna be carnivore too. So you guys come along and let's get started. Hey, good morning everybody. Good morning, good morning. Welcome all you new folks and welcome back everybody to Loving It on Keto. I'm Wendy, the cameraman's here, and our little chihuahua is Miss Little Sally Girl. We call her Sally Girl, but her name is Sally Snickerdoodle because she's the color of a snickerdoodle cookie, which is my favorite. Anyway, you guys, how is everybody doing? Are you guys doing the BBBE challenge with us? Are you guys doing the hardcore that we are? So far, we are doing the 2-to-1 or the 80-20 fat to protein ratio, and we're really hitting that hard and heavy this week specifically. I am for the first time going in and putting a menu in for the day and getting it exact or as close as I can to the macros I have in formulated for Harry and for myself. And then we are sticking to those guidelines. So that is something that we are doing in order to help us several things. Get our ketones up, our glucose down. In case you are brand new here, Harry just found out he has an enlarged spleen, and we're doing several tests, one of which we did an MRI yesterday for his low back and pain that he has since he fell. He fell back in July over a campfire ring handle at a campsite while filming. He didn't see it and he tripped and fell. He had a hip replacement on his left side back in April, and he fell on that side, and he's had some pain ever since. So they're trying to figure that out. We, for 2 years, haven't been able to get all of our annual tests that we need to have done. Next week I have a mammogram, a DEXA scan for bone density. They only do your pelvis and your arm for that. They won't do a full complete DEXA scan. I asked, he said no, so I'm gonna have to pay for one still out of pocket. We were gonna do one before Harry got his hip replaced, but then I thought that's silly. Your ratios will change because you have an artificial hip now. So we need to wait until we get that done. On the radar for Harry and I is in November, we are getting CGMs. Now, NutriSense is going to work with us, and we're going to get a discount on the CGMs that I'm going to get for Harry and I. Our doctor will not write us a prescription. And here in the USA, you can't buy one without a prescription unless you can go through something like a NutriSense or something like that, at least that I am unaware of. So we're saving up for that, and thank you all of you who have given us a super thank you. All that money and the money you have sent us and gifted us is going towards those. We're buying those in November. Yes, we are. Unbeknownst to us, we have also had co-pays for every single, and I'm talking quite a bit of money for co-pays for all of the colonoscopies we both had, for the MRI. He's got a CT scan coming up. I have, like I said, a mammogram and a DEXA scan. So we've got some heavy duty things still ahead of us, but we're working through all of that. Now, the reason why we are so late on getting our glucose and ketones done today, I'm gonna share that information first of all right here with you. Harry's gonna show that. It's finger pricking time. Harry, get over here. You're not in the shot. There you go. Okay, you guys,
because you're hugging it.
We're late to the party, and I'll explain in a minute, but we're finger pricking time now.
Yeah. Whatever she said.
Whatever I said?
Yeah.
Okay, I should have said more then. You want to buy me flu vogs?
No, I don't. Ooh, look at that one.
I told you, little baby finger's the best. I'm gonna do it.
.5. .103. Same as I always do.
0.5. Yes, indeed. What is the gluten? 113. explain in just a minute. So come back to the next segment, you guys. We got some explaining to do. I went to open up the sliding door in our den, or in our, I don't know, what do you call it now?
Den.
Big room.
Den, yeah.
And the curtain rod and curtains fell down completely. So Harry has been ranting and raving, getting them back up, and had to put several holes in because
we had to get another rod. We had to do all kinds of stuff.
We had to do a whole bunch of stuff, and then I ended up cleaning and vacuuming the screen, and then the screen needed cleaning, and this little thing turned into a big huge chore. But now the tracks are all clean, the screen's all clean, the curtains are all up, and everything is good.
And I want to get rid of the sliding doors.
That's what we have been doing, and the problem is they didn't put a header in
above can you believe that?
Putting in a 6-foot
span opening, and
there's no header. So trying to find a stud to put the rod in and everything, Harry was not a happy camper. No, he was not. I was in here scrubbing my range and range top with an SOS Brillo pad to make sure that I got all the chemical residue off from Harry melting and burning the electric kettle yesterday.
Yeah, it was fun.
And don't worry, you guys, I have another one coming on the way, and we have our old one out, so we have not skipped a beat as far as getting everything, except rest in peace, electric kettle. It was my friend. It was my favorite. But I'm already taken care of, so don't worry.
I love having that temperature control on there and all that really nifty stuff, man.
Yes, indeed. And thank
Blue
goodness.
light at night and all that. Jeez.
Anyway, we opened up the house. We blew out the house yesterday, made sure the chemical smell was out. We weren't breathing chemicals, and that my alarm did not go off, the smoke detector. So we've been busy this morning, but you guys,
There wasn't enough smoke for that.
I am starving. We are hungry. So,
yeah, it's, what time is it?
Well, it's not 3:50. It's 1:51. But before we do that, I want to share our weight with everybody because yesterday I still am taking Benadryl and Tylenol. I am almost well. I think you can still hear a little nasal in my throat when I talk. No temperature or anything. Harry so far is good to go too. So you guys,
I think it's all in her head.
It is all in my head. It's a head cold. You are absolutely.
I didn't think
absolutely,
I didn't think you'd catch that.
I did. 184.4. I'm the same. Harry went down 2/10, which is a great thing, you guys. I need to go get my phones because I want to share our carb manager with everybody. So hold, please. Here I am. Anyway, I am pre-menuing and sticking to the menu every day in my carb manager to make sure we are getting the 80-20 ratio fats to protein as close as I can. This is mine. Let me go to it. And let me go to yesterday. Yesterday, I had 1,492, and I have in that I scheduled myself for 1,478. I had a total of 2 carbs. I had a total of 73 protein. Spot on there, spot on there. I have 1 gram left. 1 gram left of fat, so I don't know how much better I could have done. So I ate 1,492 calories, and I stayed at the 80-20 mark. Pretty spot on, you guys.
Pretty close.
Pretty spot on. Now, Harry, all these bling notifications with pictures, with all these cameras, which I love. Carb manager. Go to yesterday. I scheduled him for 1,807 and he had 1,810. He was at 2 exactly. He was at 90, so he was 1 gram of protein over and 1 gram of fat less. It's pretty spot on. I don't know how you can get any more spot on than that. So that has been working for us. And you guys, we have so much more energy. We really do. The hard part is trying to go to sleep at night.
I was going to say.
Because we are full of energy.
And I wake up, too.
Really
are. When I wake up,
Yeah. And we already had our coffee experience. We had that. We were sitting down and the curtain rod fell. And Harry looked at me and I looked at him. And I said, I'm having my coffee right now because it tastes delicious. And you guys, I'm really loving this one.
Yeah.
The Honduras.
Yeah.
The Honduras Finca Fancy from Momentto.
Surprised about that.
I love this.
I
love them all. But man, I'm loving this one. I really am. I like the Guatemala Finca and the Honduras Finca. I mean, I have not had one that I did not like yet. And yesterday, when Harry made our espresso, I took my espresso and made an Americano out of it, and it was perfect. It was perfect for me.
Yeah, well, no cream or anything like that.
And it did not cause any jitters or anything with me. It was absolutely heavenly. And it's their Swiss water process espresso beans that they get.
Yep.
So, and their espresso beans they get is a proprietary blend of 6 different beans. She can't go into it, but it's heavenly. It really is. But you guys, I'm starving. So come back on the next segment. I'll share what we are having to break our fast. Yes, indeed. Harry and I love my BBBE, the Carnivore Bbbe bacon egg custard. And we're doing a repeat. You guys, that is so filling. So easy to make.
Oh, yeah.
It is so delicious that I'm repeating it from yesterday. And I did pin it up in the comments yesterday, and I sent it to Kim. I did it late. I apologize. I'll put it again in today's because you guys, it is so easy and so simple. I'm telling you. And you don't have to use cream or half and half to get it absolutely delicious. And it truly is carnivore and hardcore BBBE. So you guys, I am making mine with 6 eggs. And the trick is you want 1-to-1 liquid to the amount of eggs. So you always want to put your eggs in a measuring cup. And you guys, avian flu is here. And so they're having to kill chickens that are infected. And that's why there is an egg shortage, so they say. Now, to me, this is about exactly 1 1/3, and these are large eggs. So I'm going to put this in this bowl. And if you use broth, chicken broth, beef broth, you would fill it up and put 1 1/3 cups of broth. But
why?
I don't have broth.
But why would you do 1 1/3 cups?
Because that measured 1 1/3 cups of eggs.
Oh, so you're saying
it's 1-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
If you only want to do 2 eggs, you want to measure them and put in the amount that the 2 eggs were. If you want to do 10 eggs, you want to do the same thing. It's 1-to-1 ratio, eggs to liquid. Yes, it is. Now I cleaned this off, and I boiled water in my pot to make sure that this was totally clean, that the burner worked correctly, and there was no chemical residue, and there isn't. So I'm going to put, this is hot water, and you want warm water. So I'm going to, the reason why you want warm water and not hot or boiling, you don't want to cook the eggs, okay? So I'm going to fill the rest of this up and feel it. That's a little too warm. So I'm going to empty some out and put just a little bit more in because I don't want to cook my eggs.
You guys sick yet?
Dizzy?
Yeah.
Ah, perfect. Just want warm water. Okay, I'm going to put these in here, and I'm going to beat this. Whoops.
Are you splashing?
Now I am using my cherry smoked.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Cherry smoked real salt. I'm using a quarter of a teaspoon. And you can use any of the flavored seasoning salts by Redmond because you have hickory, cherry, and you have Chef's Blend, we have a 15% discount code down in the description below, or you can use your favorite that you have. Typically, I'm finding that the Redmond smoked salts are more salty, so that's why I am putting in just a quarter, and then I'm going to dust the top with some salt. I want to make sure it's mixed in really good. And now, you guys can use any meat you want it. Harry wanted me to put bacon, hamburger in here. I don't want to because we're having hamburger on the side. I want the bacon. Man, I'm telling you, put in just 2 tablespoons of bacon in each one. All the bacon flavoring came out through the eggs. It was absolutely amazingly delicious. This is like Southern comfort food, right? And with the butter melted on top. For some of you who don't know, my father was born and raised in the South. My mom cooked Southern cooking. And we used to have, on Sundays, we used to have grits and eggs. And I would put a big dollop of butter, salt and pepper, and let it mix in with my egg yolks and stuff. And that was just this comfort food. This, with the melted butter, is that same comfort food. This is creamy, it's smooth. You get the little chewy bits of baconness in there, that salty, smoky deliciousness of the salt, and then you put butter on top and let that melt as you're eating it. It's so good. It is so good, you guys. I am telling you. It's so easy to do, and I'm telling you, if you're not doing BBBE and you're just doing keto, throw some cheese on top. You will not be sorry. No, you will not. Okay, here we go. Putting this in, and then I'm just gonna move the bacon around a little bit. These are 8-ounce RAMEKINS. Someone asked me that.
Well, I'll put a link to them down below.
I just want to move the bacon around just a little bit.
You need to bring them to the top.
And I want to salt. Well, honey, it'll cook its own. Bringing it to the top isn't going to make much of a difference. I want to salt my top with a little bit of this. Now, the trick I have found is if I put my RAMEKINS in and I then pour hot water up to about the lip of the rim, and that's called a water bath. You need hot water in there. I've got my oven set to 350 degrees. It's preheated, and I'm going to cook these for about 20 minutes. Now, at 20 minutes, check it. Use a spoon and just do it on the top. And if it's like Jello and it's not wet in the middle, that's great. Take them out, put them on the stove, and let them sit for about 10 minutes in the water bath till it cools down naturally, then take them out. You can serve them warm. You can also refrigerate them and take them out later and eat them al fresco, which means room temperature, or you can reheat them. Either way, they are absolutely delicious. So now, I'm gonna put this into the oven. And it's easier for me because my hands are always shaky, always have been from the get-go. It's not something as I've gotten older.
She's had it
It is just what it is.
She had it in her 20s.
Yes, I did. When you met me, you were worried about my shaky hands. I want to pull this out so that I can pour the water in.
Right. Let me get out of your way.
And I have my temporary water pot with hot water in it. Gonna fill it up to the rim or the lip end. There we go. I'm gonna push this in a little bit. I'm gonna push that in. And you guys, that's it. We are done. Super simple, super easy. Eggs, water, salt, and bacon. I'm telling you, can't be more easier than that. I'm gonna put this to 20 minutes. Oh. Why isn't this thing working?
Hold it down.
It's not working.
Oh, because you're not holding it down long enough.
Okay, now I'm gonna get my scale and I'm gonna get our hamburger patties. I'm gonna measure those, and we're gonna have our 5 ounces for Harry, 4 ounces for me. We're gonna have a tablespoon of butter on top. And when we bring these out, I'm gonna share with you adding the butter and then doing a taste test again, because it is, oh, so good, so good. But I gotta get my hamburger going. So I'll see you guys in the next segment when it's Carnivore Bbbe Bacon Egg Custard Day 2. Yes, indeed.
Ooh, hamburger.
It's hot.
I love me some hamburger, man.
Harry gets more than I. See, look, it's 4 ounces. It's just a little bit over the 4 ounces. So now I want to clear it. Grams. I want 28 grams of butter on mine, which is 2 tablespoons. Actually, I'm gonna put 14 grams, 1 tablespoon, because we're having a tablespoon on our.
Right.
That's good enough. So we're putting 1 on. And you guys, it's easier on your stomach to eat butter at room temperature or refrigerated than it is to melt it sometimes. Your body can process fats better when they're not hot and melted, which is interesting. There we go. So this is our first part of our breakfast. By the time we're done eating these, it'll be time to bring out the quiche. And you guys, you put my butter. I'm going to share with you guys what we're having for, oops, forgot to add this deliciousness.
Yeah, don't forget my freaking stuff. I love that stuff.
This is Chef's Blend.
I was going to say, I was going to ask you.
We have Chef's Blend because we're using the cherry wood on our, look at that, you guys. This is round 1. Sorry, my glasses are falling off. Yep, Bbbe, day 20. Yes, indeed. It's a 80-20 high-fat day, too. So you guys gotta eat now. Harry, will you take out the bacon custard, please? Put it right up on top so I can share with everybody what I'm talking about. Yeah, careful.
Where's Puppy?
She's right back here with me.
Okay. Getting close.
There it is. Now you just want to let it sit here and rest for about 10 minutes on the stove top. And I want to get a spoon. Get a spoon, and then I just kind of do this. Just check it, test it. Jiggly, jiggly. And it's going to sit in this bath for about 10 minutes. It'll finish cooking if there's anything. It'll just be a slow cook as it cools down. This thing is so hot. And you want to make sure you have very strong tongs to get it out of the water bath. You want to make sure that water bath isn't boiling anymore before you try to take it out, you guys, because you can really hurt yourself. Yeah. Especially with the larger ramekins, because they are heavy. So anyway, you guys, we ate our delicious hamburger, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to share this. And I'm gonna put a tablespoon of butter on top and share it again with everybody because it is delicious. Yes, indeed. Okay, they get butter this time, you guys. Yes, they do. Let's see if I can make this butter.
much does it get?
Gets a tablespoon, so it gets 9, 10, 14. Ugh, come on, butter. Don't fail me now. Oh, pretty good. Yep, 14. There we go. And you guys, it is so good with butter. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
It is so good. Now, the interesting thing about the New Zealand, the grass-fed butter from Costco versus the Kerrygold butter, and let me show you what I'm talking about so you guys know. This butter is sweeter. It's not as salty as Kerrygold butter, but it's good.
Oh, that's really good.
I really
You can add
like
more
it.
salt to your food if you want, more salt.
Yes, indeed.
But it's got us. There is salt there.
There is, but it's just not as
salty as
potent. Now, Harry said something very interesting.
I did?
Yes, you did. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to split this in half.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about
And
that.
Harry wants to have one in his container and one in my container so that we don't have to measure it. We can just put it on and we know at the end of the day. I'm going to figure out how much butter we get for the whole day. I'm going to cut it in half, put some in Harry's bowl, one in my bowl, so that we can just cut it and we don't need to weigh and measure it every time. We just have it throughout the day.
Yeah.
And when it's gone, it's gone. That's a great idea. So I'm going to do that. And I think should I put it out so it's a little softer to cut? Or do you think it's better to cut?
I think it's easier to cut when it's
Let
harder.
me figure out our menu for tomorrow, and then we'll do that. And that'll be something we'll share with everybody tomorrow.
Yeah.
I am getting as granular as I can with this, you guys. I really am. Look at this. It's melting. So excited. Let me get spoons. Okay, you guys. This is going to be so delicious. I'm going to put this right here. And I want you guys to come and look at this. This takes it over the top. Look at the butter melting on top, you guys. Look at that. Just cut your, take a little bit of butter. Yeah. Look at that. Oh my gosh, the butter's flowing in. You guys, give it a taste test. That butter melting through it just takes it to a whole new level, you guys, of deliciousness. Man, you guys. So don't forget, it's an 80-20 DBBE hardcore day. Look at the butter on these. You guys gotta eat now. Yes, indeed. Hey everybody, we want to stay in our narrow window, so we are going to eat our steaks now. I cooked steaks day before yesterday.
Yeah.
When I prepped everything, and I measured out a 5-ounce steak for Harry after it was cooked and a 4-ounce steak for me. We're going to heat these very, very briefly in the microwave and eat them. Anyway, you guys, I think we're done for today. Please remember to like, subscribe, ring that little bell, give us a thumbs up. We'll see you right here tomorrow. Sally came running in.
She ran in.
She came running in. Oh, did you just take a nap? Yes, you did. Oh, yes. It is her dinner time, Papa.
I know.
Yeah, it is your dinner time. Make you some supper, huh? Get you yours. Sit down. Sit. You want to shake hands? Can you shake hands this side? Yeah, you can. It's not your favorite side, though. Yeah.
Yeah, she's right-handed.
Here, shake hands. Shake. No, this. Oh, you want to do that one? Okay. Yes. I will work for food, Mom.
Exactly.
Say goodnight.